Team Rocket, Rockin! Yo, what is up, Crockxen clan members, Pokefans, and others who have some fun in this video. Today we are talking about Pokemon To Be a Master Episode 9 review. And boy, you know, I have mixed feelings about this episode. And I mentioned it in the previous episode review that I was going to be upset about one particular thing. I'm still upset about it, but not as much as I was back then because I didn't know the circumstances. They did hint at the other Pokemon that Jesse and James used to have. The thing I was upset about in the previous episode of review is that there was like Weezing and Arbok, which are the first two Pokemon that were always in the series, were not included in this group. And you also didn't have Marini and Mimikyu, which were some of the best ones that we've had for Team Rocket back in the Lola. They did get, you know, some type of nod because they did do like a flashback. We also got to see Victreebel and then the Cacnea and the Dustox, but I didn't really care too much about those. Like, they're not bad, you know, per se, but I kind of had a feeling we weren't going to get those because they're actually in different areas. They also showed off Chimecho, which, you know, James, I hope that by the end of this whole thing, he ends up going back to his Chimecho and then the rest of his mons and whatever. I do like the variety that they had, although I don't understand the point of Morpeko being here. I know that he's the one from like this gen, like he's the Pokemon that they caught in the whole Galar's storyline or whatever the fuck. But it didn't do anything, so I didn't understand the purpose of them being there. But you know, what can you do about it? Other than that, I like the setup. I like the trickery that they did. I'm a little upset that Pikachu's how do I put it? Pikachu was a little more trusting after his suspicions started happening. Although, like, the plan was executed flawlessly. I'm not going to deny that. Like, this was one of Team Rocket's most convoluted plans ever. And it was hype. But I didn't understand why certain things happened near the middle of the portion. Because, like, you know, the gang separates, right? You have Brock facing off against Amoonguss and Yanmega. And then Misty's dealing with Frillish and Yamask. But then all the Pokemon show up to where Pikachu's at and where Ash goes, but Misty and Brock don't show up until later. Like, what happened there? Where's the disconnect? Were they not fighting these Pokemon? I don't know. Also, like, we didn't see any of the battling going on, which was ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you're gonna do a split up thing, at least show us a little bit of the battle. Which is why these one-off no episodes aren't doing it for me right now, because you can't really flesh this out. Like, this would have been much better to do like as its own like long form thing, whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. But anyways, the episode wasn't bad. I'm gonna say that. I think finally we're getting like the Latios storyline going on. I'm a little upset that they're really throwing in Latios in here. I understand they're the Lati twins. I get it. But this was supposed to be a Latios-centric thing. But now Latios is involved. Why? I mean, I love Latios, don't get me wrong. But I don't think we needed this type of plotline. We really didn't need the whole twin dynamic. But that's where we're going. And the ending, for those of you guys, if you haven't watched the episode, link in the description. I don't think this is the end of Team Rocket. I don't think this is their send-off. There's no way they're going to send it off like this. It makes no sense. It's a really bad way to go. Plus, where they're going next to deal with the Latios situation, besides the fact that they showed a random-ass villain in the previews, Team Rocket has to be involved in some way. I don't see it not happening. I don't see Team Rocket, like, if this is the way they go, it was a really bad way for them to go. Like, the whole splitting up thing and them being angry at each other is not the way we should go. They've been together for 20 plus years, for fuck's sakes. They need a better send off than that. Like, right? They should be like it should be an emotional thing where like we can't keep doing this anymore, and I think we should stop and then go from there. Like being angry at each other and then splitting off and then the Pokemon just get left behind. Like, it makes no sense. But overall, like I said, it wasn't a bad episode. I'm a little weirded out about it. Latias was cool at the end, saving everybody, blowing everybody away. And I do love the telepathy connection that they still showed off. Like the fact that Latias, both Lati twins, have the ability to connect minds between each other. Or at least what they're seeing, they can communicate it to another entity. So I like the fact that they kept that whole idea going. It's still a thing, and I love it. And that next week we're gonna see Latios, I guess. So I guess that's it for this episode review. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, I've been SoresanCrockxen, and I will see you guys in future videos.